What is up, and welcome to the show. Just seeing if we're listening to Everybody's Deranged by Stuart's Hammer. Why is that the smallest it'll let me? Is that really? For real, that's the smallest it will let me make it. What is... Okay, sorry. Welcome to the show. We'll get to it. Oh, there we go. Okay. That was so weird. All right. Sorry. Zoom in. Welcome to the show. We are listening to Everybody's Deranged by Stuart's Hammer off of Live at CBGB's original punk rock. We'll get right to it. We are getting a little bit of a late start. So toilet rats refers to a Seattle Times headline. King County Public Health says that due to recent flooding, rats could climb into your toilet. What can you do about that? Again, behind a paywall. I've been so critical of this whole throughout this entire flood cycle and then the power outages and all that. I think Seattle Times' decision to put all these articles, about how to evacuate, where to go, all that kind of information behind a firewall is just extremely irresponsible and cruel, especially while advertising a flash sale. Some of those were about flash flooding. So yeah, no, I've just been very mad about that, and it continues. And specifically, I didn't read the article, but toilet rats feels a lot like clickbait. I'm sure it came from a real public health, and I'm going to have to talk to Steve about that one. For real, I know people at public health, but I want to know how that memo came about. This is Mink DeVille with Change It Comes. Separately, and yeah, no, I just did a calendar episode. If you're curious about all the things going on here in Seattle, you can check that out. These are just a couple of headlines, and then we'll get to sort of like events in the top actual weather story, and this is courtesy of did you even hear that last song? Was that sure this is okay. If this is actually Mink DeVille, this might not be okay. So I was like, Change It Comes. That's an interesting title. It's his attempts at like a patois. Like, okay, I'm not sure about this one. I'm a big Minterville fan, but oof. Anyway, this is according to Cairo 7, who, unlike Seattle Times, doesn't put their articles behind a firewall. This is actually the most relevant. Flood-related evacuation notices lifted in Skagit County. Officials say the Skagit River has receded below flood stage, and if you are able to safely return home, you are allowed to do so. The county reminds locals to be cautious of potential hazards like road closures and contaminated floodwaters. Do not drive through any road closure signs. Skagit County households affected by recent flooding can begin to dispose of debris for free starting Friday, December 19th at the Skagit, I'll just keep pronouncing it, I'll just alternate, County Recycling and Transfer Station. The site that's at 14104 Overnell Road, Mount Vernon. The site operates Monday through Sunday, 8:30 to 6. The facility will be closed on Christmas and New Year's Day. Here what items will be accepted free of charge: drywall, insulation, flooring, carpeting, furniture, appliances, similar household items, select household hazardous waste. Make sure to sort your debris. Appliances and household waste or material must be separated. Household hazardous waste will only be accepted Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. At this location, this is confusing. Items that are not accepted are tires, vehicles, asbestos, household trash, items not damaged by flooding, trees, or any woody debris. Only flood-related debris will be accepted at no cost, which means people are going to be like soaking their shit just so that they can throw it away. The Sauk transfer station will be able to accept small loads of flood-related debris at no cost. Larger loads will be sent to the transfer station in Overnell. Free disposal of flood-damaged items will be available through January 16, 2026. The Skagit River crested at approximately 30 feet in both Concrete and Mount Vernon around 8 p.m. on December 17th. River levels are expected to continue receding and should remain below flood stage at least through December 25th. Oof. I'm going to play this out. This is the shirts, AVM. Back to the Seattle Times, they ask, with Crystal opening, when will Stevens Pass open for skiing, and what will the season look like with Highway 2 closed? I don't know, because again, firewall. That being said, I don't care. Putting ski information behind a firewall, those people who can afford to ski can afford to spend 75 cents to support journalism. That's fine. It's specifically the flood and emergency information, putting that behind a firewall, which I strongly object to. Frontier is ending service at Payne Field in Everett just 7 months after beginning. Why? I don't know. Again, Seattle Times, but I mean, that's fine. The Seahawks beat the Rams, LA Rams, in a 2-point overtime conversion, and become the NFC's lead. They're leading the NFC West at this moment. Go Hawks. Oh my God. This lady on Nextdoor who just discovered that there are children who live unsheltered. So it started off promising. She was gathering supplies, and she wanted to donate to the homeless. She'd heard about an encampment on Aurora. Then she's asking cops about it. Then it turns out what she wants the cops to do is to separate the family. So she found out a 9-year-old is living in an encampment. According to the police, the child is in school, the parent has a job, and she still is mad that the cops aren't doing something. Fuck that lady. And then this guy who's all I'm worried about the new mayor. Some of her ideas are out there, and then many of them have been tried before. And then goes on to pitch, and then goes on to basically complain. Basically, not everyone deserves housing because some people are on drugs, and push for treatment first, which. Treatment first, meaning we're not going to give you any supports or things until you accept treatment, is the model everywhere and has been forever that has failed over and over and over everywhere. Speaking of has been tried before, the reason there are homeless people is because that's the model they insist is the only model. And I actually replied, because I don't usually reply on Nextdoor. I just let these people say whatever goofy shit that they want. But I just said, respectfully, this is what we voted for. Yeah, her out there ideas are what we voted for. And things like soap soda that the last administration was bringing back shit from the 80s, 90s. You said you remember Seattle's quote-unquote heyday in the 90s and early 2000s. Well, yeah, so you probably thought soap soda worked, I see. Also, I moved here in the early 2000s, and I remember Seattle in the early 2000s. There used to be, I don't know where they, I guess they moved to 3rd Avenue, but there used to be, you're not going to convince me, this is something new, or, the unsheltered, people living unsheltered problem that she's inheriting is somehow her fault or her progressive ideas, or, whatever you're complaining about, Nextdoor is obviously the perfect venue, but El Corazon is trying to rebrand as Elco, and I don't like it. I think it's unnecessary, and it feels a lot like trying to make fetch happen. SpongeBob movie opens today. It is still Hanukkah. Sorry. I jumped right into news because I already did my vlog on the calendar episode if you're really interested in that. Oh, and then this is probably my last flooding related. Speaking of I think this is a little bit opportunistic. Though I do think it's interesting that I didn't realize you can rent generators. I own a generator, but it's in my garage and I currently can't get to it because the lock, I don't know what, I think blackberry bushes have now grown into the door, so the lock doesn't work. And blackberry bushes are now covering the entire way to get to the garage. Solstice is this Sunday, December 21st. Then the days will start to get longer again, though it will remain dark at 3 p.m. for another 4 months. From 11 p.m. on Saturday to 10 a.m. on Sunday, shuttle buses will replace the light rail from Stadium to Capitol Hill. A bunch of shows are happening tomorrow. Excuse me. A bunch of shows are happening tomorrow night. There's a really good show happening at Slice of Life tonight in Tacoma. My pick of the weekend, if you didn't make that, would be Flood Theory at Cowan Park tomorrow night. So that was Mink DeVille. I'm sorry. Yeah. The Shirts with AVM. This is Laughing Dogs with It Feels Alright Tonight. all off of original punk rock live from CBGB's Club New York. But yeah, no, it feels somewhat opportunistic for Cat to be advertising their portable generators, though it just, yeah, no. Winter doesn't have to stop the work or the fun. From coastal communities to eastern agriculture, Cat generators keep your power reliable when Washington's winter storms hit. Whether you're backing up a home, hospital, data center, or powering a construction site or event, like a punk show under a bridge, keeping critical operations running, we've got the generator you need, and this winter you'll save 15% on rentals. That's through 12/31. Oh, I was complaining how opportunistic it is for them to be advertising now, and I don't think they necessarily knew about all the flooding and whatnot. I'm pretty sure this is just something they had planned to send out anyway. But the timing is oof. Yeah, but then I ended up reading the whole thing, so basically turning it into an ad. Instead of complaining, I turned it into an ad for it. This is how we do it. I usually play this. On Fridays. I played this last night, but I'm playing it again tonight. This again goes out to a colleague. You know who you are. Wait. Oh no. As we get to all the news, opinions I express are purely my own. I have done my best to do my research, but you, by all means, feel free to do yours. I try to cite my sources wherever possible, and you can decide for yourself whether you think those are credible sources. There's definitely, I am not a professional journalist. These are jumping off points for me to express my thoughts and ideas, which again are purely my own. So this is not unbiased journalism. This is editorial content. This is my opinions. Top international story, Yahoo Finance. North Korea has had its biggest year ever stealing cryptocurrency. North Korean hackers have had the biggest year yet for stealing cryptocurrencies in 2025. Cyber hackers, sponsored by the rogue regime, have swiped over $2.02 billion in crypto since January, according to findings from blockchain analytics, Chainalysis, whatever. More than 50% more than 2024. Bringing their total identified haul from crypto theft since 2016 to $6.75 billion. The findings are just the latest example of how the heavily sanctioned nation has exploited security vulnerabilities in the crypto world to create a significant revenue source. As far back as 2019, national security officials for the U.S. and the UN have stated that funds stolen from these affiliated hacker groups support North Korea's nuclear weapons and missile programs. The crypto industry saw $3.4 billion in theft in 2025. I mean, it's all theft as far. I mean, it's all scam as far as I'm concerned. By now, you probably have heard that the U.S. launches a strike in Syria targeting Islamic State. Reuters does not suggest. It does not directly suggest that that's related to the release of the Epstein files, but they note the timing. Yeah. Okay. Again, a lot of these are distractions, and I'm just going to try and like hammer through them as quickly as possible because I genuinely think it's just like a big whatever it is, whether it was his low approval ratings, whether it's the Epstein files, which you search Trump's name and not one result. They're heavily redacted. No one believes that they've released all the files. Like no one believes that on any side of the aisle. Literally, but we'll get to it. But yeah, no, as far as distract, I mean, yeah, no, okay, at best, even if it is their stated reason, which is because of the deaths of these two National Guards people and their civilian interpreter, one, to me, that feels very reactive. It feels very like Trump sees something on TV and then reacts, which again is not a way to govern. Given the media, one of these days he could react to a story that's not even true. I feel like this is going to destabilize the region. This is the DJ Valium remix of This Is How We Do It by Solid Bass. One person in the comments pointed out that this is like the Untouchables. They send one of ours to the hospital, we send one of theirs to the morgue, like that mentality, and pointed out respectfully, ISIS doesn't care how many of their people die. Also, this notion of eliminating ISIS, others have tried and learned. Presumably they have tried and learned. So so does Trump return the fake FIFA Peace Prize now, or literally once the entire region, once the region is destabilized? Yeah, this is according to Reuters. U.S. Epstein file release highlights Clinton, makes scant reference to Trump. The U.S. Justice Department released thousands of documents related to late financier, convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein on Friday that made scant reference to President Donald Trump but extensively featured Democratic former President Bill Clinton. The absence of references to Trump was notable given the pictures and documents related to him that have trickled out in previous Epstein releases for years. Trump's name appeared in flight manifests listing passengers on Epstein's private plane that were part of the first batch of Epstein material the Justice released in February, for instance. The release was intended to comply with a law overwhelmingly passed by Congress in November that mandated the disclosure of all Epstein files, despite the Republican president's month-long effort to keep them sealed. The scandal surrounding Epstein has become a self-inflicted political wound for Trump, who for years has promoted conspiracy theories about Epstein to his supporters. It was not immediately clear how substantive the new materials were, given that many Epstein-related documents had previously been made public since 2019, death in jail, which was ruled a suicide. Many of the files were heavily redacted. Several documents with hundreds pages or more were entirely blacked out, and the Justice Department acknowledged it still was reviewing hundreds of thousands of additional pages for possible release. Shortly after release, the U.S. military launched airstrikes against dozens of Islamic State targets in Syria on Friday in retaliation of an attack on U.S. personnel. So again, they're not making the connection. They're just saying around the same time, and you can make your own decisions. The material included evidence from, and I'm sorry, since I'm reading this whole article, this is Brad Keith, Sarah Lynch, Joseph Axe, and Andy Sullivan reporting for Reuters. The material included evidence from several investigations of Epstein, along with photos of Clinton, long scorned by Republicans, but they appear to include few, if any, photos of Trump or documents mentioning him, despite Trump and Epstein's well-publicized friendship in the 1990s and early 2000s before they had a falling out prior to Epstein's first conviction in 2008. Trump has not been accused of wrongdoing and has denied knowing about Epstein's sex trafficking. The disclosure law, wait, where did it say? I swore it said when you search it, okay, the disclosure law requires the Justice Department to turn over information about its handling of the Epstein investigation, including internal reports and emails. None of the materials appeared to be in the batch of documents the government released on Friday. Trump ordered the Justice Department last Friday to investigate Clinton's ties to Epstein in what critics viewed as an effort to shift the focus away from his own relationship with Epstein. Yeah, in images released on Friday, Clinton can be seen in a swimming pool with Maxwell and another person whose face is blacked out, and in a hot tub with someone whose face is also blacked out. Clinton, who did not respond to a request for comment, has previously expressed regret for socializing with Epstein and said he was not aware of any criminal activity. There were more than 1,200 victims or their relatives whose name must be redacted from the files, said Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche in a letter to Congress. In a statement, the White House claimed that the release demonstrated its transparency and commitment to justice for Epstein's victims, criticizing the previous Democratic administration for not doing the same. They couldn't. There was someone explained this, and I'm blanking this now, so don't take my word for it. Look it up, but I'm pretty sure because it was they couldn't just. There was a reason they couldn't just release them. It Takes Two by Rob Bass and DJ Easy Rock. But the statement ignored the disclosures occurred only because Congress forced the administration's hand after Trump officials declared earlier this year that no more Epstein files would be made public. Some lawmakers immediately criticized the administration for failing to release all the files. This set of heavily redacted documents released by the Justice Department today is just a fraction of the whole body of evidence, Democratic Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer said in a statement. Republican Representative Tom Massey, a driving force behind the legislation, said on X Friday that releasing that I don't know. Grossly fails to comply with both the spirit and the letter of the law. The law that Congress passed allowed the Justice Department to withhold personal information about Epstein's victims as well as material that would jeopardize the active investigation. Just 44% of American adults who identify as Republican approve of Trump's handling on the Epstein issue compared to 82% overall approval rating, according to a recent Reuters Ipsos poll. The issue has damaged Trump's political standing ahead of the 2026 midterm elections when control of Congress is at stake. Last month, Democrats in the House of Representatives released thousands of emails obtained from the Epstein estate, including one in which Epstein wrote that Trump knew about the girls without clarifying what that meant. Trump, in response, accused Democrats of promoting the Epstein hoax as a distraction. House Republicans released more emails the same day, including one saying Trump visited Epstein's house many times but never got a massage. Previous disclosures have revealed that even after his 2008 conviction, Epstein continued corresponding with high-profile figures, including Trump advisor Steve Bannon, Clinton former Treasury Secretary Larry Summers, PayPal founder Peter Thiel, and British former Prince Andrew, now known as Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, who was stripped of his royal title over links to Epstein. So even the royal family, who pretty much have immunity from everything, are willing to do the right thing when it comes to their own fucking family in a manner that apparently no U.S. Republicans have the will to do here. Oh my God, people be talking about Sam Goody, and then I'm like, nope, Crazy Eddie, The Wiz. Holy shit. Representatives for Bannon, Thiel, and Mountbatten Windsor have not responded to Reuters' request for comment about their interactions with Epstein. J.P. Morgan paid some of Epstein's victims $290 million in 2023 to settle claims it had overlooked his sex trafficking. The bank kept Epstein as a client for 5 years after he was convicted of soliciting a minor in 2008. This is New Year's Revolution, followed by Wore Out the Soul of My Party Boots by No Effects. Anyone who knows, New Year's Revolution would be awesome. Resolutions, I'm not a huge fan of. I'm a fan of making permanent change, and in my mind, a resolution is just I asked people, I surveyed people last year, just a variety of people in my life, like, what is the length of just based on the premise. A resolution has a time period. What is it? 3 months or less. Like, most people know that. A resolution is an improvement goal you give yourself permission to break within the next 3 months. Rather than make a resolution, I just try and make small changes. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. JP Morgan paid Epstein victims $290 million in 2023, selling claims it overlooked his sex trafficking. The bank kept Epstein as a client for 5 years after he was convicted of soliciting a minor in 2008.
Life is fast, but I don't want to live past you, 'cause you are my only rule.
Okay, I swear they removed a reference to, or was it a different article? Okay, with broken search tool. This is Saul Yeagan with Lulu's Back in Town. Possibly followed by After You're Gone. Saul Yeagan, his clarinet and quintet. Ken Kersey piano, Matt Herbert bass, Harry Shepard vibes. Vibes, man, vibes. And Mickey Sheen on drums. It might as well be swing. Alright, that was actually the end of Auf Wiedersehen, My Dear. This is Lulu's Back in Town. Now I want to play Down at Lulu's. I could grab it. No, I'm not getting up. Many of the release files are redacted nearly in full. I can't find it, but I'm pretty sure someone said that I found an article that said that the database is broken, and they acknowledge like it. Obviously, things that are handwritten notes won't be anything that appears in a handwritten note isn't searchable, and I understand that. But I swore there was an article that said Trump's name didn't appear once, which just feels, I mean, that doesn't make sense. That's just straight up like, well, let's get to it. Like I said, we're going to move through this as quickly as possible because all of these are intentional distractions as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, Bloomberg, $1,776 checks, and holidays, Trump's 24-hour blitz to win voters in the span of less than 20. And this is, bonus checks, new holidays, a return to the moon. In a span of less than 24 hours, President Donald Trump unveiled a series of initiatives with widespread appeal, with promises of more to come, as he also contends with falling popularity and economic uncertainty, which he insists is all in our head and or a Democratic hoax and or the Democrats' fault. Either they're faking it and it doesn't exist at all, or if it does exist, it's their fault. One or the other, but either way, both. I said I already did my blogging piece, and I am thankful that I've just, But this feels a lot like a staff member I have, when asked point blank, why do you think you have you've consistently not done this aspect of your job? Said it was because I asked them to do something that they're identifying as last minute, that I was like, when they pointed out, please don't put last minute things on my, here is when you were notified of these things. Oh, a month ago? It became urgent. You cannot do anything else until you finish this. After you ignored it. And even still, why do you think this keeps happening? It's my fault. Yeah, it's my fault. That was that was quite the drop. I'm sorry. I didn't even get to this one. And designated the days before and after Christmas as federal holidays for 2025, but only 2025 or in general. Surprise move that came just as many Americans wrap up their work and school duties for the year to spend time with their family. I can already picture my own. Well, they call themselves people experience because they don't like to be called HR, and I don't blame them. But my own HR people, for lack of a better word, tearing their hair out, being like, "Wait, what?" Because just the amount of work this adds to their plate, because they've already processed all our leaves. No, our HR department, our business services department, our accountants. This is. I bet they're all the executives from those departments are all even. Because I was actually surprised that there's no memo, but a memo is going to have to come out tomorrow. After, again, some of my coworkers are already on leave. People who've taken PTO will now have to be credited back. This has created so much work. And, again, back to the whole Syria thing. It just, yeah. An eye for an eye doesn't even work, and that's the point there. But the other point is just how reactive it is. How just he just had an idea in the middle of the night, and now it is law. Like, this is when you put someone this whimsical, and I don't mean whimsical like whimsical. I mean like who operates on whims in power. None of this is thought through. None of it. I bet business. All his business supporting, they will grit their teeth because he's making them so much money, as they have gritted their teeth through so much already. But I bet they are mad as fuck about that one. And again, if he had announced it, if it had been thought out and announced a month ago, even that would be completely different. But it wasn't. It was, hey, I had this great idea last minute. Let's do it. In fact, yeah, executive order to make you figure out how to do it. More work on your plate. Merry Christmas. Yeah, people have already submitted. Okay, I'm already. Yeah, I am. Don't cry for me, HR department. I'm already. Yeah, I'm thinking about my HR. People have already submitted timesheets that I'm gonna have to send back for them to fix because it's going to be different now. This created more work. This did not. No one. Well, no. For many, 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 many working class people, me, who has PTO, and yeah, okay. For many working class people, this is going to be very, very meaningful. This is yeah, and it's 2026 midterm. Clickbait, rage bait, I don't know what. Yeah. This is Alice in Chains with Wood live.
We have chemistry.
It is live from the set of. In my understanding, this was recorded at the Vera Project. Is that true? But it wouldn't have been the Vera. No, oh, it was the old Vera. Okay, that makes more sense. Because when I was like, that doesn't look like the Vera Project, unless they dressed the set like really well. But the Vera Project used to be on 3rd Avenue, near where that locksmith still is, if I'm not mistaken. And obviously the cannabis thing, which we already reported, and then sending astronauts back to the moon. The article does point out these are also wins for his allies in cannabis and space industry. So he has there's a profit incentive for people. Yeah, this is a tit for tat. This is quid pro quo. It's not just. It's not. It serves multiple purposes. The president even got a present of his own. The John F. Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts board, stacked with Trump handpicked allies, voted Thursday to rename the Washington venue after President Trump, dubbing it the Trump Kennedy Center. They've already put his name on the building. Like literally, they've already put his name on the building, even though it's illegal. We'll get to that. Probably illegal. But again, if there's no enforcement, does it even matter? But even even that one, I think it's meant as a distraction. I think they're definitely trying to do a bunch of stuff that will make him and therefore the Republican Party seem attractive, but they're also willing to court anything to distract. And I think it's just rage bait. I think they know that's going to trigger people, and that's the point. That's the joke. But also, plaques on his attention of what he cares about is so. I would be embarrassed to be him, and I would be embarrassed to support him. I'm going to hit this one right because I can. Me too. When actual record collectors are appalled by the way I treat my records. The attempt to spark joy, at least for some constituencies, follows a string of bad news for the president, tumbling poll numbers, well, the lowest, 36%. So 64% of Americans don't approve of the president right now, though 82% of Republicans do. So do the math on that one. A weak jobs report and mounting concerns that among Republicans that they are poised for shellacking in the 2026 midterm elections, the swirl of negative economic trends and growing discontent among his GOP allies has intensified pressure on Trump to tap his executive power to reframe the narrative. The economic pressures come alongside a cascade of other unwelcome headlines. This week alone brought a controversial profile of Trump's chief of staff and backlash to his comments over death of director Rob Reiner. Friday marks the deadline for the Justice Department to release a trove of documents of disgraced financier Jeffrey Epstein, a move the president had opposed for months before reversing course in the face of public pressure. At break. Matchstick. Trump announces Patriot games with two competitors from each state and territory. What we know. Oh, the president also announced the UFC event at the White House and plans for an arts monument in D.C. I feel like those were already announced. Those are not new. Oh, this is okay. This is updated, but it says, yeah. They are familiar, they are aware that the Hunger Games is a real thing about authoritarianism. Like, I literally just commented, let the Hunger Games begin, and got a fair amount of, yeah. I also commented anything to distract from the Epstein files twice, and Yahoo, and I tried it different, but I don't think, can you just not say Epstein in the context of Trump anymore on Yahoo? Like, I don't know well, it was definitely the word Epstein. This is Bury Me Beneath the Willow. Actually, this is whatever it is by off of the songs and Birds and Snakes. But literally, I feel like we are experiencing the first Hunger Games in real time now. President Trump announced Thursday the launch of Freedom 250, a national nonpartisan organization leading the administration's celebration. I bet it's really nonpartisan. I bet it's completely.
Can't take my history. You can take my
There's nothing you take from me, Rachel. That was the end of Wool by Flatland Cavalry. And I guess I'll play The Garden by.
nothing you can take from me. Never worth keeping. Nothing you can take. Never worth keeping. Sing it.
Hi, Boopers.
Can't take my time. Can't take my humor. Take my will.
Capital says keep rolling.
'Cause it's just a rumor. Nothing you can take was ever worth keeping. You can't take no pain. You can't take no talking. You can kiss my
So I still need to own with the Hunger Games with the Jennifer Lawrence version of Hanging Tree, but
in the time of the harvest, leaves falling down.
is The Garden?
I held with my true love, could reach from the ground.
Actually, I'm gonna skip. Well, actually, no, I'm gonna play it up. Sorry.
But the bounty of a garden can all rot away without love and
Oh, me when I was like, I'm gonna get through all this as quickly as possible. Now I'm getting bogged down because I'm like, again, I'm reading some of this for the first time. Oh, these landmark events spanning culture, faith, innovation, sports, and patriotism will unite Americans across all 50 states and territories in honoring the nation's past and launching the next chapter of American greatness. I bet it's going to be inclusive of all faiths, right?
for the land became drier, seasons will change.
It's like some creepy ass shit. No, yeah, no, I don't want to know more, but I might need to. Yeah, no. One article was like, "Will your child be selected?" I was like, "Wait, is it really like down to like they're just picking like what is this? Is it actually the Hunger Games? Not yet. It's apparently going to be the top athletes, but based on what? And as long as you exclude trans people, you'll never know if they're actually the best at anything."
So then I'll be praying to the
And by trans people, I mean trans women, because no one seems to be excluding trans men from sports. If anything, would love to see those, not the theys and thems like the theys and thems, but those who would love to see any trans person, like, yeah, no, they're not, yeah, I was gonna say brutalized, but there's no reason trans men can't excel at sports too. Like, there's, yeah. But it doesn't fit their narrative, so it doesn't fit their discrimination at this moment. Oh, Trump accounts versus IRAs and 529s. How do they stack up? And again, I'm not going to say an idea is bad just because it comes from someone I don't like. The fact that they put Trump's name on them is ridiculous, but I think these accounts are fine. I think, I don't know, I think it's interesting because I think because they put Trump's name on it and they know this, we're playing this out. Obviously, right-wingers are more likely to take advantage of them than other people, though I don't know anyone who rejects money. Both times that Trump's name appeared on a check in my home, on a stimulus check, which again, a check to every American is the least efficient way. I didn't need it, but I took it and I cashed it. Yeah, that's how they did it the last time, and that's how they'll do it again. So I'm assuming every parent who's eligible, and I'm assuming, and as a reminder of all of them who were so mad about Obamacare, it was never legally or officially called Obamacare. You call it that. Well, we call it that too. Everyone calls it Obamacare, but it's the Affordable Care Act, and we all know that too. They're legally putting Trump's name on shit, and I don't have the energy to get into the whole thing this episode. I wasn't moving you forward to make you look in the camera again, but I was like, if you're curling up, then I can, well, someone's face needs to be on camera. Right now it's you. The Ballad of Lucy Gray Baird. This is Rachel Ziegler. Now I'm not sure, because Bury Me Beneath the Willow. Oh shit. Again, Tubby Custard. For those who don't know, this is Songs and Snakes. This is the Hunger Games prequel soundtrack. Right, Songs and Snakes, Songbirds and Snakes. I always call it either Birds and Snakes or Songs and Snakes. I can't remember both of those words. Songbirds and Snakes. The ballad of, and much of the music is based on and inspired by and includes real bands who are doing like folk, Americana, meow. Cat hugs. You can climb up if you want. Yeah, no, climb up. Go, yeah. I don't know why you're... See, okay, you need a little boost there. You're getting a little hesitant, but you're good. Boop. But as you can see, yeah, she did. Oh, so she's. I don't know why she's been more cautious. Oh, because something about this. I don't know what specifically was her guide. Holy shit, I can't believe I have to Google this, but... Stomping on the easiest streets that you could walk on. It is fuck with Dre Day. Okay. It is fuck with Dre Day, but in as much as possible, no Snoop. Oh, she didn't like that at all. You didn't like that noise at all. Sorry, Karma.
He's a penguin-looking motherfucker.
Me too. She's just using me to look out the window.
Mr. Buster.
Where the fuck you at? Can't scrap or look. You know you got your dick all hard for fucking your road dog. Who'd you grew up with? Don't even respect your ass. It's last time for the doctor to check your ass. Used to be my homie, used to be my ace. Now I wanna slap the taste out your mouth. Make it bow down to the now I'm fucking you, little hoe. Oh, don't think I forgot. Let you slide. Let me ride. Just another homicide. Yeah, it's me, Stormo. Stomping on the easiest streets that you can walk on. So strap on your Compton hats, your lokes, and watch your back, cause you might get smoked, bloke. And stay low key. Cause you, oh, you love. It was fuck with Dre Day, except with no Snoop or minimal Snoop. Got the company surrounded. Jeffrey Epstein. Wow. Oh. Me, when I'm like, wait, what? Still so disappointed. Like, I it's not for lack of artistic talent. Um, oh, and then just being like, oh, the voice. So the voice already was like Carrie Underwood. Like, okay. Oh, she's chasing something. Step on up. Mighty DR. Me when I remember that Snoop is 2 of the 3 verses, because got to fit. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna have to be a little bit close. This song really challenges my fader skills. Cause when you diss Dre, you diss yourself, motherfucker. Oh, next time I'll just rap Snoop's part. Even not that I can do it well, but I can do it better than Snoop because I'm not Snoop. And again, it's not that I cancel people forever. It's not that people can't change. But the fact that Snoop did a thing with Glad, first of all, that didn't even get any publicity. Like, he didn't even hype that up. He has a kids show that you didn't even know about. Snoop Dogg has a kids show that you didn't even know about, but he's making money from it. And then after his whole controversy because he complained about a gay character in a kid's movie with his grandchildren, I have to explain that. Why is it everywhere? Like, worst take of 2025. Never apologized, but then did never, as far as I know, formally apologized for that. But then did do a video with Glad and a gay artist. Snoop Dogg can eat a fat dick. Oh, should I go? Oh, shit. Well, let's see if I can do it quickly. This Real Motherfucking G's by Eazy-E. Oh, and I will censor. I think I played this last night as well. A couple songs I've already played, but this Real Motherfucking G's by Eazy-E. Anorexic rapper. What? Yeah, obviously I've never. Oh. This is my Kendrick versus Drake. Just an actor who messed. But you're also admitting you were in a band with someone like that, and that's a bad. Because if Dre is just an actor who is not real, then what is NWA? And also just shout out to the era where do dirt meant something. Like, I mean, I know what dirt they're doing, but I still do dirt, but it's different. Yeah, it's, also directing all the Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg obviously has ultimately done a fair amount of acting. Snoop in particular, but calling them studio rappers, like movie studio rappers, while Ice Cube was that's what Ice Cube was exploring is wild. Oh, and then every single time I will always tell the story that Eazy-E and Lucille Ball died the same weekend. You can look that up. That's a fact. I wouldn't have known that, but I was actually at Cedar Sinai sometime shortly after that, where they let me know, the nurse, I don't know if it's because I was black or I don't know what, but I remember her specifically letting me know, did you know who Eazy-E is? I was like, yeah. Oh, she's like, oh. Because I didn't, and Eazy-E got so many more flowers than Lucille Ball, I don't understand. And I'm like, It's a Cool Mo D versus. Oh, right, we'll play that. Is Compton in the house? I think.
Oh yeah, right about now, Compton's in the motherfucking house.
It is.
WA is in full effect. Hey, yo, Yellow Boy, kick me that funky ass beat right here. Oh yeah, who's in the motherfucking house right now?
But also, calling out Dre as not actually from Compton is the wildest claim.
Hey, yo, Ray, what we gonna do? To the people over here, to the people over there, to the people, the people, the people, the people, the people from everywhere watching the show, paying top dollars because they know we're on the stage, we're in a motherfucking rain.
And for those, yeah, no, I censored it, but I censored the trans slur Eazy-E hurled at Dr. Dre, though if you've never seen Dr. Dre, just Google Dr. Dre sequence, and you'll see a completely other side of Dr. Dre. Isn't that the name of Eazy-E's record label? It doesn't, wait. Oh yeah, no, Ruthless. Ruthless, Red Villain, or Ruthless Records. You all agreed at this point you were all born and raised in Compton, but suddenly on Real Motherfucking G's, Dre is fake representative of Compton? I'm... Getting salty. Off in this motherfucker. That's a specific record. What musical artist is NWA song Compton into Housing directed at? According to AI overview, Compton in the House wasn't aimed at a single artist. I'm already talking. It was a general boast track celebrating their hometown and dissing an unnamed rival, Wacky Whack Girl, from other areas, showcasing Compton's dominance in rap. Okay. Particularly after Ice Cube's departure, according to Genius. Okay. So he was the first one. So you're going after Dre as a studio rapper, but Ice Cube broke up the band? Sounds like Ice Cube was Yoko. What are we talking about? Muffle the op. Muffle the op. Got like 5 records in a row that should have the plastic wrap. Yeah. Should have known by now. This is I Really Wish I Hated You by Blink 182. It wasn't a single or anything, it just...
I don't really like myself without you. Every song I sing is still about you. Save me from myself the way you used to. Cause I don't really like myself without you. I really wish I hated you. A little drunk, waiting on your phone call. A little numb, maybe I can feel that all. You stitch me up, but you can't stop me bleeding out. I'm better when I'm broken. I love you, but I hate you when you're with someone else. And I want you wrapped around me, but I don't trust myself. I drove by your house, but you don't live there anymore. Cause I don't really like myself without you. Every song I sing is still about you. Save me from myself the way you used to. Cause I don't really like myself without you. I really wish I hated you right now. Won't you say something? Won't you say something?
Me too. Okay.
I really wish I hated you. Won't you say something? Won't you say something? I really wish I hated you. The sun is out, I'm dying in the daytime. I think about the future that we left behind. I drink it all, but I can't shake you from my mind. Now every window's
Oh, I do, well, again, how do Trump's accounts stack up versus IRAs? They basically are, and they can follow, yeah, no. And if you cash out after 18, because you can't cash out before, but before 59 and a half, there are penalties, but you can cash out. They are IRAs, basically. Yeah, even though broken clock is right twice a day, this is something that many have pushed. It's fine, make it happen, but doing it the way they did it, will not ensure long-term. They didn't make it a. But they're also setting up. You took away the Trump checks. I doubt Democrats would.
Save me from myself the way you used to. Cause I don't really like myself without you. I really wish I hated you right now. Won't you say something? Won't you say something? I really wish I hated you. Won't you say something? Won't you say something? I really
is also Blink 182 with. I'm still thinking about my job. Yeah, no, me. Well, I'm about to I won't have a full week off, but yeah, I'll have days off in the next week and a half. Yeah, and I don't even know what I'll do for the vloggy parts of those episodes. Um, this is a Girl Next Door. It's a cover by Blink 182 off of Buddha. I meant to do that. Oh my god. The post that someone shared that was like, I am a Christian and I don't want to see Buddha statues. Where can I go to get my nails done by Christians? The response was, pretty sure Jesus has his nails done by Romans. Oh wait, this is this is Toast and Banana, also by Blink 182 off of Buddha. Yeah, it's obvious. This is aka the song Avril Lavigne ripped Skater Boy off of, but no one ever sued anyone because. What are you talking about? Holy shit, me when I'm like the whole episode and I can't even get past the bullshit. Like, oh my god, they're so basically, they're flooding the zone. That needs to be my next headline. Oh yeah. Shout out to Brent Ambler, not Amaker. Conflating some things. Oof. And I'm still thinking about my job. Like I'm trying not to. I'm is minimum wage, which I do not get paid, and that's the wild part is that this bike is a E-bomb type blue. I believe it's self-titled. The album and band name I can't really say on the internet anymore. That just makes me think of Gigi Allen. And also, Bury Me with a Bottle, for sure. That would only be appropriate. There's the end of Hurricane Highway. Probably a bottle of, like, Livingston. Oh, bury me with a box of wine. Like, under my arm. That would be funny. Don't bury me at all. Like, just, I don't care how you dispose of my body at all. Like, that's my official stance. Cheapest, easiest, just get rid of it. I don't care. My body isn't anything. Save my teeth, though. I love my teeth. No, I'm kidding. That was the beginning of The Preacher and the Slave. That is quite a song. We're not going to play it right now. That was the minimum wage song by This Bike is a Boop Boop. When you can't even say the band's name anymore. How are they doing? Are they? I'm assuming they're not still. Okay. I'm not sure what was it. Boop. We already played this. Wait. Well, no. Okay. We're not going to play that tonight. Okay. Well, whatever record this is, whatever. Oh, side 3. So. Oh, Ice Cube, I Into One. We're not playing that. This is Quiet on the Set. So, oh my gosh, me too. When they were bragging about being on sets and like. MC Ren and DJ Yella never went solo. Well, no, wait, I'm sorry. They completely went solo, but obviously their career trajectories were a little bit different from Dr. Dre, Ice Cube, and Easy. But you know, DJ Yella and MC Ren are still around. That would be a duo. They should have just toured as a duo. Like that would have been. I would have showed up for that every single time. They're like they did for a decade, and no one showed up. I have no idea. Well, yeah, no, I love that the counts, I love that. Oh, wow. Something right every time. I have nothing against Trump accounts other than the name. WAPO, which, again, some articles are behind a firewall, but this one's not. Basically, is it legal? They put the names up already, it doesn't matter. Signage elsewhere around the exterior of the institution remained unchanged. Project 250. Ooh.
Yo, give me something to dance to.
I'm not even sure what side I'm on. Oh, it's quiet on the set. There's something to dance to by NWA.
Arabian Prince, back with a style is hot. My slow and low is the fast type. Get down. Can you hear the drum? Yo, Dre, why don't you pump it up now? I pumped it up, so now what's up? Yo, yellow boy, add a little cut. What the hell? You think you need some bail? Yeah, homeboy, might as well. There it is. So now what's next? A little. So find out. Hold it. Wait a minute. You need something else in. This is what I want you to do. Feel the groove. Bust the move. Yo, I'm fine. What about you? Have something to dance to.
I'm 100% certain there are sleepers on.
Man, that's right. Everybody use that. Yo, won't you bring back the other track? Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, the Thursday vote that resulted in the Friday, Monday morning. Like, no, okay. So let's talk about this. Like, I'm sorry, in real time. People showed up for work on. So the vote was on Thursday. They had this plan. This is how.
Let the bass kick.
They had this plan. They couldn't possibly. Yeah, what they knew the vote outcome because they booked.
This is something.
Yeah, and yeah, I live in the world where wow, but they live in the world where how dare you even wow? Of course, the grand bipartisan future. So bi exists when we're partisan, right? What if you're neither? Like most Americans, where are they left in your? Yeah, no, in your Freedom 50, 250. Like, where are they? You said it's bipartisan. How about nonpartisan? Right? That. Oh no, that's going too far. Oh, that's going too far. I'll be right back. If it ain't rough, it ain't me. What are we talking about? This is I love you more than I hate me, followed by fuck euphemism. But off of what I'm now realizing is this NoFX's last studio album, correct? Like they broke up. And this is right? This is I love you more than I hate me. I wish that was true for a variety of people. That custom speaker by NoFX. Is that what? Oh, they're baiting. Okay, they're baiting. They're really, yeah. A blue tarp says blah blah blah. By late morning, at least half a dozen National Guard members assembled near the new sign, which was completed by 12:30. I bet they were disappointed there wasn't like yeah, and like Trump, they know like Trump's Hollywood sign on. And moving forward, you know, any of that kind of thing, throwing a Subway sandwich is violence, right? Just FYI. Oh, I said I was gonna play that out, wasn't I? I love you more. Yeah, this is fuck euphemism. Oh. Can the height of that? Oh, the height of that can be adjusted. Is Fuck Euphemism by No Effect off of... Is it just called single album? Like... Yep, this is a single album, and I believe it is the final recording of final studio recording of No Effect. I could be mistaken. I'm sure they'll come out with 100,000 more live albums like every band does after they break up. I heard they suck live. Wait, what? Thursday's vote by the Board of Trustees drew swift condemnation from Kennedy family members and I said it wasn't going to get bogged down in this shit, and then they did. They flooded the zone. So much shit. So much shit. This is whatever it is. Holy shit. This is Stay Frosty by Fall Out Boy. That was the Frenchest emo since Captain Trunk. What? Yeah. But yeah, Thursday, the Board of Trustees drew swift condemnation. Family members and Democratic leaders called it illegal. Legal experts said only Congress can change the center's official name, and the name change violates norms for memorials. Andy Kim, this needs to stop as it's an illegal name change without Congress. Andy Kim, Democrat from New Jersey. Oh, this is actually what I would play. The last of the real ones. So few of them left.
I was just an only child of the universe, and then I found you, and then I found you. You are the sun, and I am just a planet spinning around you, spinning around you. I want too bad to be true, but what's inside you?
La Boo Boo. So you turned out La Foo Foo.
Cause you're the last of a dying breed.
Last of the real ones. Last of the real ones. Come on. Okay, I don't know the second or third verse, whatever that was. Oh, I'm gonna play Hold Me Tight or Don't. Is hold me tight or don't. Hold me tight or don't. I can still whistle. Sometimes I can't. That, that also yeah, my laugh, my actual human laugh, without consciously thinking about it, just the laugh that comes out of my body, sounds suspiciously like Woody Woodpecker, and I can't. Nico of the Last Mile, followed by Earl Vincent with Somebody's Gonna Get Their Head Kicked In Tonight. Let's do this shit.
Rivers were made for flowing, so why not let them flow?
Oh,
People were made
well,
for
we're glad all the
showing,
rivers are not flowing and down
so
back
why
to
not
their.
let
Okay.
them show?
Well, here in Washington, yeah.
Show a little laughter, show a little smile, 'cause we started on the last
Holy shit.
mile.
Fucking words. And you know, John Tiven had to pick his exact words to make it fit that. And that 20 by 10, the immediate single story, a complete collection. Yeah, I'm sorry, this is Nico. Like, this is the last mile. Yeah, the Kennedy Center did not respond to questions about the sign's installation. Oh no, sorry, I'm already getting ahead of myself. The law establishing the arts venue and presidential memorial designates it as the John F. Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts. It also mandates the Board of Trustees to assure that no additional memorials or plaques in the nature of memorials shall be designated or installed inside in the public areas. Very specific, like legally very specific. Kennedy Center did not respond to questions about the sign's installation. Only Congress has the legal authority to change the institution's legal name. But again, if there's no one to oversight, they're gonna do what they want. And I'm sure they vetted it as far as like it won't pass, but it will pass through the courts. And then by the time they're trying to take Trump's name off of it, it'll be like, how dare you? Like, there's Earl Vince and the Valiants with somebody's gonna get their head kicked in tonight. This is Sabrina Carpenter with a song. This is Bad Chem. I'm just, yeah, no, I might have played this last night. I feel like I did. This is off of Short and Sweet. This is. Oh, well, this is Taste. When in doubt, play track one side one. And I believe this was a single.
Oh, I was quite an impression. 5 feet to be exact. You wonder why his clothes went missing.
So, yeah, no, this album cover is a variant. After the original was deemed. Oh, no, not after, but several. Only Congress has the authority to change the institution's legal name, but in the meantime, lots of organizations have legal names and trade names which are different, said Emily Sexton, a former lawyer at the Kennedy Center. Yeah, it's arguably also a direct contravention to a law prohibiting additional memorials in the building, but that prohibition is only as good as having someone to enforce it, and it's not clear who would do that. So basically, what they're doing is not legal. They don't care. I mean, they had all the time to figure out, is it legal? They had all the time to go to Congress. Again, if the issue is our Congress is so complicit, but they're not even using that. They're just hoping no one will challenge, but that's also weird because, well, that's weird. Sabs Carps. And apologies to anyone who was ever offended that I may said disparaging remarks about Sabrina Carpenter. I didn't know. I didn't. I'm. Yeah. Those were the days. Yeah, no, and just keep playing it out.
Boy, the way Glenn Miller played.
Songs that made a hit parade.
Guys like me, we had it made. Those were the days. Didn't need no welfare state.
Everybody claimed his weight.
G-R-O-S-R ain't great. Those were the days.
And you knew where you were.
Girls were girls and men were men. Mister, we could use a man
Boop.
People seem
No,
to be
not really.
content. $50 paid the rent. Freaks were in a circus tent. Arms by the day. Watch the Dodgers win. Have yourself a dandy day. But first you wonder if
Did they ever explain and/or in the series does he root for Dodgers? Yeah, that show ran for a decade.
I don't know just what went wrong. Those were
Or only in the early seasons. Or... Dummy up, dummy up.
Quote.
Why God made hands. We already listened to White. Okay, so this is okay. Sweet Pie Roger. Ha ha ha.
Archie, what can I tell you? Let me take this by the numbers, all right? Let's see if we can really talk this thing through. Now, first, we'll take your heart. Why my heart? Well, my heart, your heart. It's the heart that pumps the blood, right? Yeah. Now, does your heart ask you who gave you the blood? No. It's just like the water pump in a car. The water pump in a car? The human heart is the most important, the most emotional organ in your body. It's where all your love and your romance is kept there. Everybody knows that. We ain't machines yet, son. Yeah, but that's the point I'm trying to make, Archie. The heart is a machine. That's why they can give you a new one nowadays when the old one packs up. It's just like a car. It ain't like a car. Keep your voice down. Archie, I'm just talking about transplants. Oh, wait a minute. Now, if you're going to start talking about transplants, you're going to make my point for me.
Wait a minute now. If you're gonna start talking about trans people, wait, what are we talking about?
Yeah, so what? So it's tough enough for a woman and a man who live together in the same house to mind the same body. And that heart was rejected, right? All right, case closed. Next case. Archie, wait a second. Let me talk.
They literally are talking about trans people. Wow. When
Every organ in his body was Jewish. You check me up on that if you don't believe me. Orthodox too, for all I know. So what did they do? They put a Christian heart in the guy. Now you know all them Orthodox Jewish organs have to reject that Christian heart. Or vice versa. Oh, Lionel, come here, sit down. You know what we were just talking about here? Transplants. Transplants. Oh, bad business. Oh, unless, of course, it's right. What? Oh, Lionel. You're coming now, will you?
Lionel.
Talk. You see this guy here? He don't want to hear nothing from nobody unless it's his opinion.
You know, I remember one of the first heart transplants they did in South Africa.
Yeah, the Jewish dentist I was telling you.
Now, this is another one. Remember, they put the black man's heart in the white body. Now, you know those poor blacks in South Africa don't have their civil rights the way we do up here. You see, things are still very segregated there. So, can you imagine that poor white body walking around with that black heart? I mean, the poor man
Black
wouldn't even know
heart.
what restroom to use.
I missed the joke or the punchline. I missed it.
I never thought of that.
This dreidel of the Hanukkah record. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure.
I have a little dreidel, I made it out of clay. And when it's dry and ready, then dreidel I shall play. Oh, dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay. Oh, dreidel, 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 now dreidel I shall play.
When it's dry and ready, oh dreidel, I will play is the version I know.
It has a lovely body with legs so short and thin. And when it is all tired, it rocks and then I win. Oh, dreidel, 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 with legs so short and thin. Oh, dreidel, dreidel,
The version of the
dreidel,
dreidel song I know
rocks
does
and
not
I
contain
win.
any version references to bodies or legs. Just
My dreidel is always playful, it loves to
Epstein
dance and
edition.
spin.
What are we talking
A
about?
happy game of dreidel, come play now, let's begin. Oh, dreidel,
No.
dreidel, dreidel, it loves to dance and spin. Oh, dreidel, 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 come play now,
Also,
let's
dreidels are
begin.
inanimate objects. They don't love anything because none of that is the version of the dreidel song I know. This, me. When I thought I'd visit this National Kennedy Center Vanity Fair photographer who disrupts world polished images, depending on which side you're on, they either it was all softball or how dare you, and those pictures are manipulated. Someone's gonna be suing Vanity Fair. I'm just gonna predict that right now. Okay. Yeah, no, well, we'll find out. This is Puff Tubes with Let's Shave Rudolph, possibly followed by Soul Vandals, if I remember it. It was Puff Tube with Let's Shave Rudolph. It was Puff Tube with Let's Shave Rudolph. Scat Recordings, Cleveland, number, 1990. Is Get on the Right Track, Baby, followed by Got Nothing. That you hear from me? Yeah, okay. Political chart endorses J.D. Vance for president. I don't know what it is. Oh, a deeper dive into Elise Stefanik. See, sorry, Politico, Elise Stefanik set to drop bid for New York governor. Basically, a Trumpier Trumper challenged her, and she's claiming she could win the primary, which, based on name recognition, probably maybe, but she's also implying I'm laying on a sword, but there is no sword. Well, we'll see who wins the primary. Yeah. Oh, Zoran Mamdani appointee resigned after old anti-Semitic post resurfaced. I have Jewish kids. Okay. That's worse. That's not better. That's worse. Yeah. How dare you accuse me of racism? I have a black child. That was get on the right track, baby. Sammy Davis, baby. Sammy Davis Jr. Please do nothing till you hear from me.
Why people tear the seams of anyone's dream is over my head. Do nothing till you
Off of I Got a Right to Swing. It might as well be swing.
you should take the word of others you've heard. When I have a chance, true, I've been seen with someone just like me. But I'm untrue when we're apart.
Oh yeah, no. Zoran Mamdani resigns over old anti-Semitic post. It was like part of the transition team. But I have Jewish kids. Yeah, lots of people do. What are we talking about? shit.
Don't you know that I've got a woman way over town? She's good to me. Oh yeah, I got a woman. She way over town. She good to me. Oh yeah, she gets money when I'm in need. She's everything that a man can need. I got a woman way over town. She good to me. Oh yeah, she saves my love early in the morning. That's for me. Oh yeah, she saves my love early in the morning. Just for me. Oh yeah, she's my baby. Don't you understand? Another man, another woman. She way over town. She good to me. Oh yeah, she's always with me, both day and night.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being you. Boop.
Right.
Boop.
Never walking in the street, leaving me alone. And she knows a woman place. Right there,
Wait, what?
she good to me. Oh, yeah.
I guess that's always the lyric. That she knows her place. Is that what that? Hypothetical, obviously. She's always with me, both day and night. Never fusses or grumbles. Always treats me right. Never walking in the street, leaving me alone.